Welcome to week 2 of the Glow Up series. This is meant to be a fun journey that is healthy, human, loving, and real, not shaming, not perfect, and not unrealistic expectations. So, this video is going to be about the basics, how small micro improvements can make a large impact on your life. The first thing is the most important, and it is to look at yourself right now, right as you are. Look around at your circumstances, at your job, your grades, your weight, whatever you are, wherever you are. No matter how low or high you are in life, look at yourself and realize that you are worthy of love, care, and respect now. You were lovable and valuable not only at your best, but at your worst as well. This one thing will change your life. I don't care about your past. I don't care about your divorce. I don't care about your addiction. Those are all lies that are keeping you trapped, keeping you from unconditional and undeniable love that you are not only worthy of, but you deserve. I don't care where you are, who you are, what you've done. Say to yourself, I love, respect, and forgive myself. Say it a million times a day, but never forget that you are loved and valued, and you deserve to love yourself. And something else is you were never in competition and never will be in competition with anyone other than yourself. This is your journey. It is about you and you alone. Now let's get into some action steps. So we're going to be talking about 3 categories: mind, body, and soul. And I want you to choose one thing from each of these categories. And you can choose multiple, of course, but starting with one because these are just the basics. The first one is mind. This can be a growth book, watching a documentary, learning a language, learning an instrument, learning a skill like changing your oil or making your own clothes. Something to keep your mind young and continuously learning. And it doesn't have to feel scary or aggressive. It can be anything you enjoy. Some people love to learn about history, some people love music, and it's about finding something that you love. The next one is body. This can be walking. Just simply walking is so powerful. Swimming, weightlifting, Pilates, yoga, hiking. This isn't about punishing your body. This is about feeling alive and well. The next one is soul. This is a creative hobby that gives you peace. This can be painting, writing, reading a fun book. Another thing you can do is meditations with affirmations, growing your relationship with your religion, hanging out with loved ones and friends. For me, I personally love dancing. I know that's for your body as well, but like your soul, I just feel so happy when I dance. And the soul is supposed to have fun, it's supposed to make you feel vibrant and happy. In the book Atomic Habits, it talks about the 2-minute rule. So even if you had the longest day ever and can't muster up the willpower to do even a 10-minute workout, or you've been reading emails and documents at work and thinking about reading a book makes you want to projectile vomit, the 2-minute rule allows us to keep ourselves accountable without feeling weighed down by the task. Trying to do an ab workout for 2 minutes straight or just reading one page of a book is still progress. So, keeping those categories in mind, my challenge for you is to dedicate 30 minutes every single day, or at least 30 minutes 5 days a week, of something from the body category. And if 30 minutes is too much, try 10. And if 10 is too much, try 2. And then 10 minutes each, one from your mind category and one from your soul category. And if 10 minutes is too much, just try 2. And if you only do what I suggest, which is 30 minutes of your body and 10 minutes each of your soul and your mind, that's a total of 50 minutes. That is less than an hour of your day you can dedicate to bettering yourself. And this isn't about being perfect. This isn't about shame or guilt. This is about finding trust in yourself again by sticking to something you said you were going to do that's bettering your life. And it doesn't have to be so cut and dry. You can do 2 things in one. For example, I was spending time with my family, which is kind of like a soul for me. And we were walking around this historical town, and walking is for my body. And I really enjoyed the day. I feel like I had a great walk. Another example is if you start reading a growth book, but the next day you find out that there's a documentary that you would want to watch instead, then do that. This journey is meant to be fun and fluid. Some other basics I challenge for you is drinking water. So I did a quick research and it said about 3.7 liters is required for men and 2.7 liters is required for women. But I challenge you to just drink 2 bottles of water or 2 cups a day. My bottle is 20 ounces, so drinking 2 is a minimum. And I know that's still only 1 liter, but you probably end up drinking more without even realizing it. And if I personally just don't have this goal in mind, I will just go all day without drinking. So this is something to at least give you some kind of water intake. The next one is having a simple skincare routine. This is sunscreen in the morning and moisturizer at night. The bare minimum. You do not need expensive products. There is CeraVe, Aveeno, and many other affordable products. Do not feel like you have to buy what is trending or expensive to get results because that isn't true. If you do want a little bit of a higher end product, I recommend La Roche-Posay. I hope I'm saying that right. But again, it is not a requirement. This is first about getting into that habit. You don't want to buy the most expensive product and then realize you never use them because you didn't install the habit first. The next one is brushing your hair daily. Well, for me, it's morning and night. Um, when I start my day, I'm putting on my sunscreen and brush my hair. I just feel so much more refreshed and ready for the day. And it's wonderful how like just two steps can make me feel more put together. And also for me, if I don't get in the habit of brushing my hair, I will just keep my hair in braids all day, or sometimes even days, and it will get matted. But I do know if you have curly hair, this might not work for you. But I just wanted to add this as optional if it makes me feel put together. So I just wanted to add it in case it helps anyone else. And the last two are probably the most important. Sleep. 7 to 8 hours. You cannot show up as your best self when you are deprived of sleep. I know it's hard for people who have multiple jobs or maybe going to school and working full time. Maybe if you have a family, but this is something that's really important. Please try when you can to sleep more. It'll only help you show up for your job or your family better. And the last one is food. Again, this is the basics. So I'm going to ask you to change your whole diet, eat whatever you're eating. But I challenge you to add one fruit, one vegetable, and one healthy fat to whatever you're already eating. So one each a day. So this can be adding an apple, banana, some pineapple to your breakfast, adding a side of vegetables, or cooking into your food spinach, broccoli, mushrooms, carrots, and one healthy fat. This can be avocado, a handful of nuts, seeds, salmon. Or you can even have a smoothie that has like spinach, strawberry, avocado, have it all in one so it makes it easier. This is meant to be easy so you can be consistent. I have been eating like blueberries with my yogurts and nuts for the last 3 months. But recently, I have started eating an apple in the evenings when I usually would go for popcorn. And I didn't bring in the apple to get rid of the popcorn. But after eating the apple, I just felt satisfied. And that might not always be the case. I remember on Friday I had an apple and popcorn, and that's completely fine too. But I just thought it was interesting that the apple naturally satisfied me, and I didn't have that craving for the popcorn anymore. So it's just about adding more. But again, it's not meant to be a replacement. It's just adding more, and maybe it will satisfy you. So I know that was a lot. So I'm going to add a screenshot of everything that I talked about. So it's all in one place for you to look back on. I truly believe if you do these basics, you will see such an improvement in your confidence. You will start getting trust in yourself again. And even the small grain of sand impacts the beach. Just like every small action can impact your life in a positive way. Thank you for being on this journey with me. Next week, I'm going to go through my personal routine, full time job, posting on 2 channels, working out, spending time with family, how I balance everything without feeling burnout. But yes, I hope this is able to help you or someone you love, and I will see you in the next one.